Hey everybody, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draft this bubble skirt. This is part 1. Part 2 will be the sewing tutorial and it's on my channel. You guys ready? Let's get into this. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my skirt black. What is a skirt black? A skirt black is the foundation of all patterns. It has no style lines, no style ease, no seam allowance. It only has wear and ease. It's drafted and refined to fit you. It's a starting point to create other designs in any style. Basically, it's your master pattern. You trace it to create your designs. My skirt will be 16 inches long. To make this skirt, you will have to make an A-line skirt first. So I'm going to put my block at the edge of the paper and trace around the block. I started tracing here and then I stopped at the first dart leg. I put a line on top of the dart and shift the dart leg to that line I made, like this. After that, I continued tracing around the block all the way down and marked it at the bottom. Then I curved it. So these are the measurements we will need. We need the measurements for the shell and for the lining. Let's start with the shell pattern. My waist to length is 16 inches, plus a 1/2 inch seam allowance for the top of the skirt and a 1/2 inch seam allowance for the bottom. The turnover for my hem will be 3 inches. You can put 2, 3, or 4 inches. This is what's going to make the bubble look. And for the lining, the waist to length will be 13 inches. The reason why it's 13 inches is because the lining has to be shorter than the shell. So it has to be your waist to length measurement minus 3. So it's 16 inches minus 3 inches, which is the turnover, plus a 1/2 inch seam allowance on top and a 1/2 inch seam allowance on the bottom. My waist to length is 16 inches and I'm going to add the 3 inch turnover and the seam allowance for the bottom like this. Next is the front yoke. For the center front, I want it to be 5 3/4. So I will mark 5 3/4 right here. And for the front side seam, I want it to be 4 3/8. So I will mark it right here. Then I will connect the line. This is the shell pattern. Next, we're going to do the lining pattern. For the lining measurement, it will be the waist to length measurement minus the turnover measurement plus the seam allowance. So I will measure 13 inches plus the 1/2 inch seam allowance and mark it. From here, measure up and put the same measurement on the side seam, like this. I have 2.5. So I'm going to put that measurement right here. After that, get your curved ruler and curve the line. From here to here will be my lining. I will mark it right here. Next, trace the lining separately. But before you do that, put your seam allowance here and here. Put your tracing paper on top and start tracing here and go all the way around the seam allowance. From this line, I went up to indicate the seam allowance line. Remember, this has seam allowance already. It's 13 plus a 1/2 inch. So I measured up and marked it on the tracing paper. The lining is done. Let's get back to the shell pattern. The first thing we're going to do is cut from here straight down. Here are the 2 pieces. Put some paper under the front yoke and put your seam allowance. The bottom piece will have gathers, so we're going to do the slash and spread method. So let's start by putting lines. You can put as many lines as you want. I'm going to put 4 lines. So here is the formula. Measure the top and divide it by how many lines you have. For me, it's 4 lines. Then measure the bottom and divide it by the lines you have. After that, put the numbers on the panels to make sure the panels are in the right order. Then cut all the lines like this. For this design, I'm going to do the circular method. That means that the bottom pattern will be curved. You can put the same amount of gathers on the top and bottom, or you can put different amounts of gathers on the top and bottom. It's all up to you. Try not to overdo it because the bottom of the A-line skirt can only fit a certain amount of fabric. And not only that, the more gathers you make, the more fabric you need. So for the top of the panels, I'm going to put them 5 inches apart. So from here to here is 5 inches. Put the ruler on top of the line like this. Then mark a dot. And for the bottom of the panel, I want it to be 8 inches apart. So from here to here will be 8 inches. You want the ruler to be straight against the corner. Now you're going to notice when you put the second panel on those 2 dots, the bottom will not touch the dot. And that's because it's curving, it's normal. The top of the panel is the only one that's supposed to touch the dot. So here is a trick I like to do to make sure everything is straight. I connect the 2 dots with a ruler, then I put the panel on that line. Make sure the dot touches the corner on the top panel. After that, put some tape on it so it doesn't move. So for the second panel, I'm going to measure 5 inches and put it at the corner. The ruler has to follow the top line, then put a dot. For the bottom, I'm going to measure 8 inches. Make sure the ruler follows the bottom of the panel. Next, I'm going to connect the dots. Then I will put the third panel next to the top dot, and the bottom will touch the line like this. Repeat the process for the 4th panel. After that, use your curved ruler and curve it on the top and bottom. This pattern only has seam allowance on the bottom and the side seam. So I put the seam allowance on the top, and I also put the seam allowance on the center front. So I will have 2 pieces for the front. That's because the fabric I will be using will be 45 inches wide, and I need it to be wider, so I will cut it on the cross grain. Next up is the back skirt. I marked it here and on the bottom. Then I traced all around the skirt, and I made it an A-line skirt like this. I added the 3-inch turnover plus the 1/2 inch seam allowance. After that, I put the seam allowance on top and on the side seam. For the back yoke, I want it to be round. The back side seam has to be the same as the front side seam. So the front yoke side seam was 4 3/8. So I'm going to put 4 3/8 for the back. And then I want the center back to be 4 3/8. I marked it and then I curved it. I will put the zipper on the side. Next is the lining. So from here, I went down 13 inches plus a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Whatever I have here, I put the same amount here. Take your tracing paper and trace all around the lining. I went up and put the seam allowance. Remember, the shell has the seam allowance already. I'm just putting the pattern details. I made 4 lines for the bottom of the skirt, and then I cut this piece over here. After that, I put the seam allowance on the bottom of the yoke. Now, if you remember, I put 5 inches on the top and 8 inches on the bottom of the front of the skirt. But for the top of the back, I put 4 inches and 8 inches on the bottom. You can put the same amount that you use for the front. I decided I didn't want the same amount. So for the back, I put 4 inches for the top and 8 inches for the bottom, like this. Once that's done, then you can put your seam allowance on the top. And the pattern is done. If you would like to know how to sew this, then check out the sewing tutorial right here. You can click or tap on the screen right here. Please don't forget to give this video a like before you go, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.